Welcome back to Is It Worth It with Zach and Joe. This is that podcast that you've been looking for where it's just two regular guys that review a bunch of stupid stuff that you care about and that we care about. You're going to ask your friends about it anyway, so why not listen to us?
Yeah.
We're just an extension of your friend group now, so deal with it. That means sometimes I'm going to come over and I'm going to sleep on your couch. Joe's going to take some food out of your pantry. We might hang out with your cat. You don't have a choice now.
Probably your dog.
You're not a big cat guy?
No, not a big cat guy.
Okay, but you like my cat, so.
Well, yeah, but your cat's better, you know.
Why is my cat better?
Because he's a kitten. It's like a kid. It's the same thing with, like, kids, you know, like, they're really cute when they're little, and it doesn't matter, like, who they are or whatever, they're cute. But then, like, once they reach a certain age, then you just automatically don't like them.
Okay, so we're going to get real weird here. What age is a kid not cute anymore? And don't give me some weird pedo answer, Joe.
Like 5. No, 4. 4.
No, I think 5's fair.
Not 4.
Why 4?
That's
very oddly specific,
I can't
Joe.
say in case my family listens to this podcast. I can't, you know, I don't want my brother to think to hear me talking about his daughter that way.
Well, how old are his kids?
His little girl's 4.
So you're basically telling your brother that after this year, she's an ugly piece of shit.
No, she's cute, you know, she's just kind of, you know, she thinks she's, you know, she's nice. You know, I'm not going to say anything else about it. You know, I think just in general.
He's doing it again, guys.
You know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing.
No,
go ahead.
No,
what are you not doing?
Yeah,
what am I saying?
She's a brat, you know what?
No.
She's
No. That's not what you're doing. What are you doing right now?
What?
You're doing your podcast.
No,
voice.
I'm not.
Don't lie.
I'm not.
All right.
Okay,
so when will my kitten be ugly? When are you going to look at my kitten? When are you going to look my kitten in the face and think, you know what, man, I'd punt that thing 20 yards.
I never look at your kitten in the face.
Were you looking at my kitten? Now I'm worried. Where are you looking at my cat, Joe?
You give it like a whole over look, you know?
Man, your lips are so wet right now. What are you doing? You sucking down ice cubes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's in that cup?
No, but I'd say it's a similar, you know, it's a similar thing. Like kids probably at 3 or 4, you just don't want to hang out with them because like all they want to do is like tell you about like preschool.
So, do you want kids someday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with your kids once they're past like 3 or 4?
You just make it through that.
You just give them away?
You just power through. You know? It's like, you know, you just like when you're on the treadmill or something and like you're powering through that hard part, you just make it through. You just keep powering through it.
Except if you're on a treadmill for like 18 years of your life and then hopefully you can kick them out of the house.
Yeah.
And then you can pray that you don't have to get back on that treadmill.
Well, yeah. If that happens, you know, I don't even know if that means I don't want to do that.
Weren't you in an accident?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about It Chapter 2. I can't even explain to you guys the look that he's giving to me right now. So here's the thing. I wasn't in an accident. My sister might have been, though.
Yeah, but you're how many years apart? Are you 4 or 5 years apart? 6 years apart?
That's
yeah, but your parents are young enough where they probably wanted.
Oh yeah, no, my mom and dad were 24 when they had me, so they're going to be 50 this year.
So if they were only 30, 31, 32, you know, probably was maybe it was a mix like 50-50, like you know, we don't particularly want another kid. If it happens though, but you know, if whatever happens,
nice.
You know.
So wait, your brother was going to be an only child? Who wants to have an only child? I feel like those are psychos.
My parents were older when they got married, so.
How old were they?
30. My mom was 33.
That's not that old, I guess.
Yeah. But they, I mean, yeah.
Enough about Joe's family, though. Yeah. So, he's going to hate my kitten in probably 6 months. He's going to hate his kids past 5. Okay, that's fine. Here's the real question, though. What did you think of the kid actors in It Chapter 1? Because I know a lot of people have different takes when it comes to child actors. They think that they're either like kind of cringeworthy because they really aren't acting well. They're just like doing it. You know what I mean? Like if you look at like a Full House type of show where, like it just felt like so manufactured, you know, it didn't feel like it could really happen. I don't know. I'm curious of what your take is about kid actors, like in general, but then like specifically from It Chapter 1.
Obviously, when you think kid actor, the only thing probably that I'm going to think about is
Macaulay Culkin.
No, the kid from Star Wars, little Anakin Skywalker, who quit acting because he was so bad. Because people like bullied him.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, everyone hated him because his character sucked. And
they hated a kid.
Yeah.
That's
he was like
annoying.
10. No, it sucked. He was a bad actor.
He was 10?
Yeah, he was 10 or 11.
Really?
Yeah. And he quit. He
looked like he was
acting,
way younger than that in that
depressed.
movie.
Yeah, he was supposed to be 9 in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just really
So, I mean, that's really my frame of reference. So really anything's better than that.
Oh, okay. So you're basically saying like that's the lowest bar
That's
that you
the
could
lowest.
set.
I haven't seen Stranger Things. I know everyone talks about the kid actors in that. But I've never seen it. Home Alone's okay. Home Alone's good.
Okay, so here's the thing, Joe. You're wrong. You're allowed to be wrong, but don't you ever curse on this show like that again. Okay? Stranger Things is fantastic. I purposefully haven't watched season 3. Season 3, though, because my fiance has yet to watch
And you said
any
that.
of Stranger Things.
You said that 2 months ago.
Yes. We're on Survivor right now, dude.
Okay.
I
See
had
if you
never
survived that.
So shut up. Okay, so hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. Hit me up on Twitter at Ferg_the_first and Instagram Papa Ferguson, because we got to get this guy off the show. We can't do this
I hear
anymore.
he sucks.
Like I'm just disgusted at this point. Like, who does he think he is walking in here doing dad jokes, but he doesn't even like kids?
I like kids. I just don't, No. You don't misconstrue. You don't misconstrue my words. You don't want to misconstrue my words. I said I like kids. I love kids. They're awesome. You still love them.
Joe, we can go back to the tape on this one. We can go back to the tape.
They get a little bit annoying after they can talk.
Man, I got tape to prove otherwise, but we can. You know what? Comment at us on our Instagrams or Twitters. Is there a plural for that?
Twitter.
On
Twitter
either of our Twitter
handles.
at
us.
Okay. Yeah, Twitter at us. And let us know, do you really think Joe likes kids or not based off the argument that he just gave? I'd love to know. And I'm sure he would too. We'll talk about it another time. So, did you think they were good actors though?
Yeah, they were fine.
Because we just rewatched the movie again a couple weeks ago.
Think they were,
knowing that It Chapter 2 was coming out.
They didn't take themselves too seriously,
Yeah.
I think it helped that, it's not really it's not really a family friendly movie. So I think it helped that they didn't have to be all cheesy and, like.
Oh yeah, some of them kids are dropping mad F-bombs.
Yeah. That'd be
funny.
cool. How cool would that be to be a child actor
like
who can
12?
just say fuck a lot?
Yeah. You just drop bombs whenever you feel like.
Yeah. See, if I did that, my mom would make me wash my mouth out with soap water. So.
Just like a Christmas story.
Yeah, these kids get paid like $1 million to do it.
Did you ever actually have your mouth washed out with soap?
Yeah, a couple times.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dude, no, my mom would just hit me with a hairbrush.
A hairbrush?
Oh yeah, dude, back of the head.
There's no way that hurt.
But it
in the head
didn't hurt. Yeah, the back of the head.
You can't hit someone in. Yeah, is that why?
Yeah, that's why I am this way. This is where it is. That's why I take the medicine.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. It's all right. My mom's a good lady, but
see, I just got the wooden spoon from the.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. You got that right on the ass, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever get on like the inner thigh or anything? Like,
no,
you ever get a thigh
it never really hurt.
Really?
My friends got it with the duct tape on it, so it would hurt more.
Wait, why would that hurt more?
It just if you wrapped it up in duct tape.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it hurt a lot more.
Dang.
Yeah, because it was heavier. It was like it was like a club sort of.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, your friends were really getting beat.
Well, their dad was the pastor, so
you gotta beat the kids.
Yeah, the pastor's gotta beat the kid. Or
So-
what kind of pastor are you?
So my thing is, I think the kids did a really good job with the acting. Because you do look at like a lot of child actors and you think to yourself like, can they actually continue to do well at this? One of the kids in the movie is in Stranger Things as well. And I'm always curious, like in today's day and age, like what these kids will end up doing. Like, we get to watch them grow up and then become other, like, actors for other things, but we can go back and look and remember where they started, basically. So, like, you look at people like Ryan Gosling was on Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What's that?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't have TV a whole lot. Are You Afraid of the Dark was a show on Nick at Night. It was like a horror type show for kids. It's like Goosebumps. You know what Goosebumps is?
No.
Okay, first off, Joe. All right, guys, we really got to make sure that, like, we get him off this show. This guy doesn't know what Goosebumps is. You read books as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Goosebumps books.
No.
Your mom probably didn't let you read them.
No.
I'm surprised my mom let me read them because she didn't let me read Harry Potter, but she let me read the Goosebumps, and that stuff was way more wild and out of line.
Really?
But Ryan Gosling was on that, which was kind of like a horror show for kids type of thing. It was like a Goosebumps where, like, it was, you ever heard of Tales from the Crypt or something like that?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, where it's like horror stories, basically. It's sort of like a Twilight Zone type thing.
Okay.
But for kids, but it's supposed to be scary. It's not just supposed to be like sci-fi.
Yeah.
But he got his start on there, and he was like 8 or 10. And now look at him, like, what he's doing now.
In
The Notebook.
La La Land.
I still haven't seen that. Was that good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, it was sweet. You know, I don't like musicals.
No, I do usually.
Yeah, it's one of those things people will say, like, it's a girly show, or a girly movie or whatever.
What, La La Land?
Yeah, it was good. It was a lot of music. Probably a bit too much music.
I mean, it
was sad. It was sad.
Joe, it's a musical.
Yeah. I cried.
Did you really?
A little bit.
Dang,
yeah.
Man, maybe I got to see this.
Yeah, it was sad. I
wonder if Vanessa's seen it. Maybe we'll have to watch that sometime.
Vanessa's his fiance.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess what I'm asking is, are you expecting the same level of acting in this new It movie that's coming up? Like, do you think it'll be better because it's adults, because they're professional actors technically? Not that these kids aren't, because they've done different roles more than likely. Not that I've seen a lot of them besides the Stranger Things kid, but I'm just like, do you think it'll be better?
It's going to be different actors, right?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the adults?
Because it's adults this time, yeah.
Honestly, with horror movies, the sequels usually suck. Like The Conjuring or Paranormal Activity.
I don't know. I like The Conjuring too.
It's just, the first movie's scary because it's the first one, and it's like whatever gimmick it is still scary enough.
So what, you think that they just end up like repeating it too much?
Yeah.
I'm
afraid sort of that the clown or whatever his name is in
Pennywise
is going to be a little bit old, that you won't be scared of him. But
I don't know. Have you seen the trailers though?
Yeah, since they're going off a book.
Yeah,
and since they're skipping ahead so many years, I can still see it being good.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I should say this because this is kind of spoilers, but like, if you've read the books, you know what Pennywise actually is, because he's not like just some clown. He's not like a demon or anything. He's kind of like a interdimensional alien type thing. I won't give away the last portion of it because you said that you've watched the like the original series.
I've seen part of it,
like the miniseries one.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of it, it shows like the final battle when they're adults and everything, and like what Pennywise really is. So I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to take that.
Yeah.
I'm a big Stephen King guy, so I think they did the first one pretty well. Everybody laughs at that weird like dancing scene that he does near the end.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. I did really enjoy like how they did some of the shots though in the first movie, where like they would move, they would like leave him by himself, but like move the camera so that it was everything around him was moving. I just thought that was a really cool way to do cinematography.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Kind of messed with your head a little bit. Yeah. Like they did that in that dancing scene where like he was moving, but like it was almost like he was standing still, but everything around him was moving. Which kind of like gave it more like an eerie feel, like he was like outside of time, like he was outside of that space. So that was kind of cool. I I don't know. What would you rate the first movie? Like, what 1 out of 10? What would you give that first movie?
I get scared with horror movies, so
do you like them at least?
No, I liked it. I thought it was good. I was pretty scared until the dancing scene. Mm-hmm. It was probably like an 8.5.
Really?
Yeah, it's got nothing on Olympus Has Fallen, but it was still a good movie.
Okay, so that's a good point. Just because literally we watched Olympus Has Fallen this past weekend because Vanessa wants to see the new one, The Angel Has Fallen.
You did watch it.
I've seen it before.
You didn't tell me you watched it.
What, this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've watched it before though.
You never told me that. After we talk about it on our podcast, you didn't tell me you watched it. Why do I have to tell?
I've watched it before. Well, I just think it's funny that's in your top 5.
Yeah,
How was that a top 5? Please, okay, here's the thing. Please explain to me how a Gerard Butler action film, pretty much a B-rate film for the most part, like
took it about $100 million.
There's Gerard Butler. And then there's Morgan Freeman, and then you don't know a single other actor in that movie because they couldn't pay anybody more. More than likely.
Those are still 2 A-listers.
Okay, for sure. Everybody else is B-list. The plot, there really wasn't much of a plot.
No, it was the Koreans took over the White House.
Yeah. So please explain to me how that's top 5 of... Is it top 5 of your favorite movies of all time, or do you think it's like top 5 of the best movies of all time?
My favorite movies.
Okay, your favorite.
Yeah.
So why does it fit in your top 5? It was
entertaining from the start to the finish.
Okay.
It was...
You're just a big Gerard Butler guy, aren't you?
I don't even like Gerard Butler that much. But, they were in... when they're in the White House...
But you haven't seen Gladiator, right?
No.
Idiot.
They're in the
That's
White
Russell
House.
Crowe anyway.
They're shooting all the guys, and he's kicking ass. He's
So are you like living vicariously through Gerard Butler on that one?
Yeah, it's always...
You're just like, I wish I was that cool, or what?
Yeah, well, it's always cool when they take like I don't know, like
when they take the White House, Joe. Is that what you're saying? You think it's cool when people take the White House?
It's cool when they take something and like the White House, or like something that you think is safe and they make it not safe.
Why is that cool, Joe? That's so
okay. You know what? It was an interesting movie. I thought that. The millions of other Americans thought that because they paid money to see it. They paid money to see it.
Just because they paid money to see it doesn't mean they thought it was interesting. You could go and see a movie right now and pay money for it,
and they would have walked out.
Who walks out in the middle of a movie anymore, Joe? You name somebody. Have you done that?
Yeah, one time.
What movie?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the 4th one.
Why'd you even go see that in theaters? First off,
I didn't mean to.
What do you mean you didn't?
I was in the wrong movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's completely different. That wasn't like you going to the movie and being like, I hate this movie so much, I'm leaving in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
What were you trying to see? Bambi?
No, I forget what it was. I think it was...
one of your La La Land movies?
All right. You know what? Your La La Land is, good movie. It's a good movie.
He's really
this from a guy who doesn't even want who thinks that The Bachelor, if you watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, one of those shows that you're less of a man because you watch that show.
I mean, have you watched it?
I've been known to watch, some of it. I don't currently follow it.
Okay,
but
so you tell me.
It's a big time commitment.
What is so good about a grown man watching a bunch of shirtless dudes talk like bros on a show?
It's fun drama.
Oh, you're a drama guy.
It's good drama, man.
Then watch a regular TV show that isn't reality.
Yeah, but this is real
bullshit.
Drama. This is
no, it isn't.
Well,
no, it is
it's
not.
It's a little bit more
if
real.
If you really think this is real, Joe, that's where your problem.
It's a little bit more real than anything else that's on TV.
I don't know about that.
I'm a sucker for reality TV. I was
Are you?
I was into The Biggest Loser for the longest time.
See, and I told you we're watching Survivor.
Binged like 6 seasons of that.
I do like Survivor. There is some reality TV that I like. This is trash, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's entertaining trash.
I guess, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and shit like that, you mean?
No, that's dumb.
It's the same thing.
Okay, you know what?
Explain to me what the difference is.
I'll tell you. When was the last time you ate McDonald's?
Last time I had diarrhea, which was last podcast, so the night before that, I believe, so about a week, a little bit over a week ago.
Okay, when was the last time you had Del Taco or any sort of fast food?
Last week.
Last
Tuesday, after the podcast, we went and got Del Taco.
Now, is that trash? Is that food? So is it
filled my belly, though.
Is it real food?
Yeah, it's still real food.
Is it any sort of value, nutritional value?
Oh God, no!
Right.
That's literal
but
horse shit.
It fills your belly.
They literally
it fills your belly.
They pulled
it tastes good.
They literally pulled shit out of a horse's ass.
Yeah, but it goes down.
They stuck a hand in there, and they were like, "You know what we should put this on? Tacos." 100%. That's what they did.
But it goes down easy.
It does not go down easy.
Just like The Bachelor.
It doesn't go
down easy. It goes down easy. It
just
just doesn't come out easy.
Oh, I don't know what type of shit analogy you're giving right now, but we're gonna move forward from that. All right, Joe. I don't know what you were trying to do there, but
it makes sense if you think about it.
No, we'll let them decide that one because I don't think so. But so we're watching Survivor, my fiance and I right now. There are 38 seasons of it currently. I had never really watched it before. She had watched a decent amount of seasons, I guess. But when we had talked about it the one day, she said she was about to watch the new season. And I was like, man, I've never really watched this before. And she goes, what? And we had been watching Person of Interest at that point, which really good show.
Yeah.
Have you watched that before?
Yeah. I saw most of it till the end.
Yeah, I would recommend that one to people for sure. See, it's good up till season 3 from what I've heard. I only watched up until midway through season 3. But I heard after that it gets bad.
It definitely there's a lot of villains, and there's a lot of layers, probably too many layers of villains. It's a good show. It's if you watch Lost, it's Ben Linus from Lost. It's the guy from Passion of the Christ. It's Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Jesus from Passion of the Christ.
You ever seen that picture of him and Mel Gibson when he's like completely bloody as if he was about ready to go on the cross, like in that scene where there's just blood all over
Mel Gibson made that movie.
Yeah,
he wasn't Jesus in that movie.
No.
Okay.
The Henry, what's the guy's name?
Henry
Cavill?
Kalawalil.
Palamalu.
No, that's the shitty.
All right,
Steelers
don't
guy.
do this, Joe. We are not. I will punch you right now, and we will turn these mics off, and I will get a different co-host. You do not shit on Palamalu's name in this house.
Okay.
Yeah, you take you and your greasy lips somewhere else.
Ed Reed's, Terrell Suggs, better defensive backs. But moving on.
Yeah, at least Palamalu didn't kill a guy.
Palamalu?
Yeah.
Palamalu.
Yeah,
Palamalu.
Yeah, that's what we called him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Ray Lewis was the one who didn't.
Oh, totally killed 2 guys.
No,
first off.
he drove. He was allegedly involved.
Are
in the
you
murder.
serious? That's like saying O.J. Simpson didn't kill her.
Yeah, but Ray Lewis was never even accused of killing him. He was just like he drove the getaway car, maybe, or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he killed a guy outside a bar one time.
No, man. We can't really say this because like if Ray Lewis actually hears it, he'll like sue us. So like that's how Gawker went down. So we can't say.
How did Gawker go down?
Well, they said that Peter Thiel was gay.
Who's Peter Thiel?
He's the billionaire founder of PayPal, and he was gay. And everyone knew he was gay.
with Elon.
No, yeah, sort
him
of.
and Elon. Yeah.
And then they said he was gay,
but he wasn't.
So then they published a sex tape of Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, no, I heard about that.
And then Peter Thiel was pissed that they said he was gay, so he bankrolled Hulk Hogan to sue them.
So he just like gave him the money to sue him basically
really
and took him under.
Yeah,
man, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was behind that. I thought Hulk Hogan did that all his own.
Shout out to Dave Roth and Drew Magary if you're watching. They're my podcast heroes. So
I don't know.
They're probably not listening.
I don't know who they are, but sure. Allegedly Ray Lewis killed somebody.
Allegedly. He was allegedly an accessory to murder.
Sure, I'll give you that. Just like O.J. Simpson allegedly killed.
He did not kill his wife and her friend Ronald Goldman.
According to the court, but public opinion is different. So in the court of public opinion, he lost that case.
Well, yeah, but public opinion is,
He also lost a case outside of the murder.
Yeah, but the court...
Which I'm pretty sure he's still in debt for. I'm not positive on that one, but I'm pretty sure he's still trying to pay that
Twitter
off.
world.
Yeah, oh my God, that guy's incredible. He is an old man with decrepit knees. You ever seen that guy walk?
Nah.
Oh man, it's like watching, like those Rock'em Sock'em robot things that like punch each other and then their necks go up in the air.
Oh yeah.
That's like what his legs look like when he walks.
Dude, he does the life though now. He just lives in Vegas, just golfs, goes on Twitter.
How does he have money? He was in jail for how long?
He was in jail for a while. He has an NFL pension.
Does he?
Yeah.
They gave him pensions?
They give him all pensions.
I did not know that.
He probably gets like $100K plus a year.
That's pretty good.
He has rich friends.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And he probably has some.
No one's taking a deal with that guy. Yeah,
nobody's taking a deal with him.
Maybe he's got like stock stuff. Yeah, no,
he's got something going on.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of that Dave Chappelle. I talk about Dave Chappelle a lot just because.
Yeah, guess what we listened to before we came here?
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, we were watching some Dave Chappelle. That reminds me of like his skits about meeting OJ those different times.
Yeah,
and like the one time it was after OJ was acquitted, and he was at a restaurant. Dave Chappelle was with a bunch of his white friends, like his manager, some lady, and a couple other people in Hollywood. And guess who walks in? OJ Simpson. Couple ladies on his arm, fresh out on bail, like good, beat the case, stunting.
Well, did he? Okay.
He beat the case.
So is he out on bail if he beat the case?
No. That's just a rap thing. Okay. Yeah, that was just me. No. He did not. He didn't have to pay bail, obviously. But he showed up and he saw Dave and he recognized him because he met him a couple times before.
Everyone knows Dave.
Yeah. At this point, this Dave Chappelle's like getting up and coming. Because this is the mid 90s at this
Probably
point.
Late 90s for
Yeah, because that's when OJ beat the case.
Yeah.
No. It was mid because my mom was pregnant watching the OJ case with me.
But this probably happened late 90s.
Yeah, that's fair. So like nobody liked OJ Simpson because everybody thought that he killed his wife. Okay?
And her friend Ron
Goldman. Yeah. That dude's dad has one of the greatest mustaches I've ever seen. By the way,
Ron Goldman.
Yeah. Incredible stash. Anyway, so they're at this restaurant or whatever, just like having lunch. OJ walks up, sees Dave Chappelle, goes, "Oh, hey, Dave." And, they're like hanging out. He's like, "Oh, Juice, what's up?" Like just talking, saying like just hi, basically, not even anything crazy. Dave Chappelle didn't like look at OJ Simpson and go like, "Man, crazy, you got away with killing your wife."
Think you scared of him?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think he did mention that he was scared of him.
Yeah, OJ could put a hit out on that
for
guy
sure.
At that point.
But then like OJ's like, "All right, I'm gonna go get my table. I'm gonna walk away." And Dave is sitting there with everybody else at the table still, okay? And once OJ leaves, everybody at the table looks disgusted. They all look at Dave and they're like, "I can't believe you know him. I can't believe you talk to him." And he was basically like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's OJ Simpson. Like, I'm not gonna not talk to the guy when I see him." I think he made a joke about like how many rushing yards he had or something, like just because Dave Chappelle don't care.
12,000 rushing yards.
Yeah.
And, I'd talk to you too or something.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
you're really great at the delivery.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
you're
I'm
just like Dave Chappelle. You're great.
Yeah, terrible at that.
Yeah. I was laughing
when it came to that
very hard.
I hate Joe so much. No, go ahead. You do a joke then. I want to see if you can make me laugh. Let's see what Joe can come up with that isn't a dad joke because he knows those things won't come make me laugh.
So what's the deal with litter?
All right.
Okay. What's the deal with litter? You pick it up from the ground.
I don't like Jerry Seinfeld.
You pick it up from the ground.
Oh my God.
And wait. Maybe
is this fair use? Can you do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fair use.
I don't know, Jerry Seinfeld.
Why don't you shut up and let me say my
about
joke?
$1 billion.
What's the deal with litter? You pick it up from the ground and you realize it's litter and you throw it back down. Is that littering? Is that re-litter? Are you okay to do that? What's the deal with pizza? There's a pizzeria on every corner. There's Joe's Pizza, Pete's Pizza.
Why? You just said Joe's Pizza because that's your name.
Pete's Pizza, and there's Steve's Pizza. There's Mikey's Pizzeria. What's the deal? Is it all the same pizza? How about what if they just had a pizza chain? And they could make it like an assembly line pizza. And you could have like a $6 pizza, like something hot and ready. $1 million idea.
I have never been more disappointed in my life than whatever just came out of Joe's mouth. We're going to have a long, hard talk at home after this. I hope you know. I'm disgusted. I'm like a dad that's like disappointed right now. Yeah. I'm not even laughing at your joke. I'm laughing. I did laugh, but not because of that.
Still got more of a laugh than yours.
You were laughing at me earlier. All right. So my thing is, I think Chapter 2 might actually be better than the first one. I know that's hard to believe. Are you farting?
No.
It sounds like farts. What are you doing?
I'm looking at this vape thing.
All right. Just sounds like you're farting over there.
All right.
If you're gonna fart into the mic.
Can we cut this part out?
I want them to hear it.
Are we cutting this part out?
Why would I cut this out?
I don't want people talking about my alleged farts.
Joe, I literally talked about having diarrhea from McDonald's last week. We're fine. You dropped an F-bomb. You're smoking a vape right now. It's fine.
All right.
I don't know. Just because seeing the trailer, I think it might actually be scarier than the first one, especially because you got to think, like, the way that the first one was set up, it was Pennywise knows their like deepest, darkest fears. Okay. So that's how he's getting to them. So it's like kid fears. Okay.
Right.
So it's different than adult fears.
Yeah. Which is like
way
alone.
Scarier.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be psychological, I feel like.
Yeah. Or that everyone hates you.
Yeah. You know, like Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all hate him. It's
Plus, fine. I think, what is it, 20 years after the fact?
Yeah, I think it's 20.
They definitely think they're a lot safer now.
Oh, for sure they do.
They think Pennywise is dead than they did when they were kids. And, when you're a kid, you believe anything. Like, oh, yeah, there's a fucking dancing clown that wants to kill me. Sure, whatever. I'll believe that.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
What?
You just... what? Yeah, it was a dancing clown that wanted to kill them. What do you mean?
Well, it's easier to believe that. When you're an adult, nobody wants to believe that.
I don't... But he was real. There wasn't anything to believe.
Right, but they think they killed him.
Okay.
Move on. All
right, Joe. I'll just keep going. All right, here's a real question, though. We're talking about two different clowns, okay? We got Pennywise, we got the Joker movie coming up. Which movie do you think is going to be better?
Well... I don't know. Probably the Joker.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what I'm going
with. The Joker's a classic.
Well, it's just because it's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
That guy is a crazy person in real life. I can only imagine what he's going to do with the Joker.
Especially after Jared Leto ruined it. And I haven't seen any of those movies.
You don't even need to. Just look at him.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
What universe does the Joker have all these tattoos and like a grill?
Heath Ledger literally died for that movie.
Yes.
So nothing can top that.
Well,
maybe Joaquin Phoenix.
What was that name?
Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin
Noah?
I don't know. They're all the same.
Who's they?
All people with names that sound like Joaquin or Joaquim.
Okay. Joaquin. No, Joaquin. No, there's no M in there. Joaquin. There you go.
Sounds like a basketball player.
Phoenix. Yeah, like where we live. Don't find us. You ever think it's scary, like when people on podcasts will like talk about like where they live sometimes, but then they realize about halfway through that they're giving too many descriptions, so they're like, okay, somebody might be able to find my house.
No, they never get, and the ones I listen to, they don't give specific information. They're like, yeah, I live in like Brooklyn or, whatever.
Oh, no, the one that I listen to,
2 million people who live
some
there.
Of the ones that I listen to, they're like, yeah, I live in Queens, and here's some places that are close to me. Yeah, so like you'd be able to find them, kind of. I think the Joker is going to be better. Just because I think Joaquin Phoenix will actually be able to do better than definitely better than Jared Leto, but I think he may do a better job than Heath Ledger.
That's blasphemy.
No, because Heath Ledger was good. Incredible. My thing is, his version of the Joker was more extreme than what the comics actually did. You know what I mean?
I never see the comics, but...
Oh, dude, I was big on comics as a kid. Like, we talked about that last episode where Like, the Joker is definitely, like, a maniac of a character, and, like, I like what they did with Heath Ledger because, like, he was definitely crazy.
Sure.
Like, crazier than what you would expect. Like, have you seen the other Batmans where, like, Jack Nicholson was the Joker?
No.
He did a pretty good job.
The only Batmans I've seen are the Dark
trilogy?
Knight. Yeah, the trilogy. I didn't even see the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
The one with Bane?
Yeah.
You didn't see that one?
No.
Why?
I never got around to it.
So I think that one was good. I think that obviously The Dark Knight, I would say, is probably the best superhero movie of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's me going against all you Marvel people out there. I'm a big Marvel dude myself. I love all these new movies. My sister loves them. Like, she is more obsessed with them than I am. But to be fair, that was the one DC movie that they really got right, in my opinion.
Sure.
Because I like when they do dark superhero movies like that, when they get it right.
Yeah.
And they did. All these other ones that they're trying to do, they just don't get it right.
Like Suicide Squad?
Yeah, like, they try and do, like, the Marvel thing where, like, they're super serious, but then they try and joke around a little bit, but that just doesn't work. Like, don't be them, be you. And the DC universe is way more, like, darker. Like, that is the point. Like, do you. You don't have to appease to other people. People will come and watch your movie as long as you stay true to yourself. And I don't feel like they've been doing that for a long time. That's how they won with The Dark Knight, though.
Sure.
They were themselves. They were dark, just like the title says. And it worked.
Yeah.
They haven't stuck to that script since then. They've tried to get too cute with some of these other ones where they'll try and throw in, like, little bits of humor and, like, all these other things. And, like, that's fine sometimes, but it just feels like they're just trying to bite somebody else's style too much. And I just don't appreciate that. And I don't think they're going to do that with this Joker movie. Right. I don't really think there's any opportunity for you to do that.
Yeah. Because
this is a messed up plot. It's a dude who clearly has, like, schizophrenic issues and a lot of other mental health problems that becomes a sociopathic clown. Where is the humor in that? Like, clowns are supposed to be funny.
The clown part.
Obviously.
Clowns are funny.
Like, but the way that he's funny, like, he thinks he's funny. That's the point, is he thinks he's hilarious. That's why he's laughing all the time.
Heath Ledger thought he was hilarious because he blew up a hospital.
Yes, exactly. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, that they need to stick to.
Yeah.
Because that's what made that character so good. Like, when Heath Ledger dresses up as that nurse and then blows up the hospital, gets on that bus and leaves. Nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they need to do with this Joker. And I think that they will. I don't know who's directing the film, but I just really believe in Joaquin Phoenix as an actor because he's a method actor.
Yeah.
So he is gonna get into this role. Like, it is like I mean, you've seen the trailers.
All the reviews I've read it.
Oh yeah, the early reviews.
Yeah.
What have people been giving it?
I don't know. I haven't actually read them. I just heard the reviews.
You keep talking. I'm actually gonna pull them up because I'm kind of curious.
I think IGN said it was really good. When is that movie coming out?
Let's see. So I'm going to look up the reviews.
Maybe it'll be out by the time you listen to this.
So Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 95%. IMDb gave it a 9.6 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
That's like higher than The Godfather.
Yeah.
Holy piss.
Well, people always think the most recent movies are the best.
Here, let me read some of these. This one's from Variety. They say, the comic book villain as Method Psycho, a troublemaker so intense in his cuckoo hostility that even as you're gawking at his violence, you still feel his pain. That's the point of these types of characters. Because he's the anti-hero, but you want to root for him. Like, those are what these movies are about. Like, my favorite types of movies are like The Godfathers. Like, think about it. Like, you're rooting for the villains. They kill people. They sell people drugs. They do all these things, but you're still rooting for them because you like them.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're really good at making a movie, is when you can take people, regular people like you and me, who understand the difference between good and evil and can show us a person with so much depravity that we sympathize with them and say, I get them, even if I don't agree with what they're doing. But you feel for them anyway. And that's what Variety's saying with it. I'll read this other comment, and then let me see when it actually comes out, because I really want to see it. Overview. And then there's a lot of people saying that there's the possibility of Robert Pattinson's Batman crossing over with Joaquin
Wait, is he gonna be
Phoenix's
Batman?
Joker. Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Here's another review. It says, bold, devastating, and utterly beautiful. Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix have not just reimagined one of the most iconic villains in cinema history, but reimagined the comic book movie itself.
Yeah, so that is really good.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I want to see what IMDb said about this, because I really trust their opinions when it comes to this.
Sure.
It comes out October 4th.
Oh, so not for a while.
Yeah, we got a month.
Yeah.
But
surprised so many people were able to see it early.
I know, that's kind of what I'm wondering is, how did so many people get to see it so far?
Probably just they wanted to build hype for it. They knew it was a good movie, so
That's fair.
They said, we'll let the reviewers see it, build some hype, then people are really going to want to see it after a month.
Wow. So one of the user reviews, it's the only user review on here. IMDb obviously did their own reviews and everything and still gave it a 9.6, which is just, that blows my mind.
Sure.
Like, I don't know that I've ever seen a movie that they reviewed that's that high. I think they gave The Godfather a 9.4. But the one review that's on here from user, so obviously this was somebody that got like early screening, said, one of the best movies in these few years and 100% Oscar worthy. Joaquin Phoenix delivers one of the best performances I have ever seen.
Wow. Even better than Jake Lloyd in Phantom Menace.
Oh my god. That was good. Do you think that, so Heath Ledger got a how do you say it? Posthumous?
Posthumous.
Posthumous? Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah.
For his
Best
role.
supporting actor.
Yeah, for his role in The Dark Knight. Do you think movies like this, like superhero movies and stuff like that, should be like Oscar worthy?
Yeah, every movie should be Oscar worthy.
Okay. Because I know some people debate on that.
If the audience enjoys it and it was a good movie, then it should. Because the Oscars, they'll give movies to the shit nobody wants to see. Like Green Book.
Man, like half of these
saw
indie
Green
films
Book
that nobody cares about.
And the people don't make them for
like Manchester by the
audiences.
Sea. I'm never watching that movie.
They don't make them for you though. They don't make it for normal people. They make
them for the pretentious people that
Hollywood.
are going to.
They make it for
no,
Hollywood.
exactly.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Yeah.
So Meryl Streep can clap at you in the front row and you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. So they're going to make $10 million or whatever it is, and
they're making way more than that.
They're still not going to make that much money.
I mean, they're low budget films half the time.
right. So they're
If they don't have to do CGI stuff, like I just looked at what the estimated budget was for Joker, it was still $55 million.
Right.
You got to think 20 mil of that's just going to Joaquin Phoenix.
15, 10 or 15.
Am I boring you, Joe?
No.
Oh.
They make these movies that they don't want anyone to see, and then you have things like Avengers or movie.
Oh,
like
that everyone sees, but
Yeah.
it'll never get an Oscar.
Yeah, or Star
But it
Wars.
made $1 billion.
Things like that.
It's the highest grossing movie of all time now.
Yeah, and that's the best picture, probably more than Green Book.
What is that?
I think it won Best Picture last year. I don't know. I don't even remember because nobody cared.
I feel like that's something that the Oscars have been lacking the past, few. There have been so little movies that I actually knew what they were.
Yeah.
And I don't watch a lot of these shows, like the award shows and stuff. But I read who won what the next day.
Sure.
Just because I'm curious. Literally, probably the past 5 years, I couldn't name one of the movies that I had actually seen, except for Dunkirk. Dunkirk was incredible.
Great, yeah.
Did you see that with me?
Yeah, we saw that.
Did
I
we?
think so, yeah.
We saw it with Kobe, I think.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie.
I think that this year, hopefully, there will be movies that people have seen. So you have...
We can hope.
You have...
that makes the Oscars worth watching.
You have the Tarantino one,
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yes,
which should
I hope
win
that.
something.
It should.
You'll have the Joker. Endgame will probably get something.
I don't know what,
Did that come out this year?
Yes, that came out in April, I believe.
Yeah, so that'll get something. Some sort of best CGI or best something. Or
yeah,
other.
it's not going to win best film, I don't think.
No.
It shouldn't.
No, it might.
I don't think it should, though. That's kind of my thing is I go back and forth with, like, what I believe when it comes to superhero movies in that space, because, like, these type of award shows should be dictated by the fans, in my opinion.
Well, look at a movie like Return of the King.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was one of the highest grossing movies of all time, and it won Best Picture. I think nobody
did it really?
Yeah, nobody's beat the number of Oscars that it's won. It has a record for I think it has 7 or 8 Oscars.
Really? I didn't know that.
And it was a hugely popular movie.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Even though it had 6 endings.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Good endings, though.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Well, I mean, it just had, it never ended. It was an unending
Well, yeah,
movie.
but they also have, the deleted scenes and, the extended endings and all that
Yeah,
type of
it just
stuff.
didn't end.
Oh, no, of course it didn't.
Yeah.
That movie was, 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, so was Endgame.
3.5 hours?
Yeah.
No way.
It was at least 3.
Okay.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, though, I really think that should get something just for either Brad Pitt or Leo. I don't think Leo would win Best Actor. Brad Pitt might get Best Supporting Actor, in my opinion.
think so. I think he should.
I think he should, too. I can't really think of another movie that really deserves it.
I mean, but also we haven't seen any of the movies that they're going to give it to.
Oh, that's fair, too.
Any of the low budget.
It's going to be all these weird indie ones that we don't care about anyway.
You know, the feminist person who...
Whoa, Joe.
The trans feminist artist.
Here comes the rant from Joe.
I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't know.
Man, Joe is coming in hot right now.
Not as hot as you are in that shirt.
All right, you better calm down with this. Nice shirt. I will agree with that. All right, so I guess the real question is, with all of this, Joe, is we both think that the Joker movie is going to be better than it. Okay?
Sure.
Right? Where do you put the Joker movie in contention with other movies that have come out this year? Because we're talking about the Oscars and everything, and if we're talking about that, how about we do our own little Oscars?
Okay.
Once the Oscars come around, we'll do our version of it based off the movies we've seen. Okay. That way, because I feel like a lot of these listeners, I don't know about you guys, but you're either watching the Oscars and thinking to yourself, I've never seen half of these movies, or you aren't watching them at all because you just don't care, because you know that it's not going to be anything you've seen. So we can do our own little mini version here where if you tell us the different movies that you've seen, the movies you think are the best, that really deserve something, things that are more probably mainstream is what we'll talk about, just because I'm not going to talk about any of the low budget, indie films that the Oscars going to. It's more fan based, which I feel like the Oscars really miss out on. I probably want to say that, and of course we haven't seen it yet, I'm probably going to put the Joker in the top 3 of the movies that will come out this year. I can't really think, I would put Once Upon a Time in Hollywood up there too, and probably Avengers, just because I can't really, I lied, Star Wars.
Hasn't come out yet.
I know, but it will at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So we'll just do an end of the year recap. I think that would be better than doing it around the same time of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Because I think what's dumb about the Oscars half the time is that they do them midway through the year. So you can't have it you can only have the movie for part of the year, and then they give you a little portion of the year prior. That's weird. How does that work? I don't know. I just don't like that process. A lot of people don't like the Oscars. I'm not the only guy complaining about it, so that's not very hipster of me. I feel like, hipsters probably like the Oscars. And if you're offended by what I just said, then you're probably a hipster. So, okay. I guess to wrap the show up, one other thing that I want to bring up about it. I think what is so good about Stephen King adaptation films, because again, big Stephen King guy, is that he's usually partially involved with it. So if it's different than the books, I feel okay with it.
Because he didn't, it's not like they just bought
Exactly.
the rights from him and then chopped it up and made it however they want it.
That's kind of how I feel about these Star Wars movies too. Is like they bought the rights from George Lucas, but I'm sure that they use him for consulting.
I don't think so.
Not at all?
No. I've heard
Really?
I've heard that he has nothing to do with it. Yeah.
See, because
he really he did a number on it. Nobody likes him.
nobody likes George?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he ruined it.
With what? The prequels?
With Sand and with Hayden Christensen and with
Yeah, Hayden Christensen sucked.
and just all that stuff. All that and killing younglings and
That was wild.
yeah.
That is still
Pod
one of the most.
racing and just all that.
That is still one of the most brutal things. Like, man, that
for a
scene.
kids movie.
That scene kills me every time.
taxing trade routes.
Yeah, that was weird. In like that was the opening scene for episode 1 where you're trying to reboot a trilogy, basically.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why did you start with taxes?
Yeah.
And then you have Darth Maul trying to enforce this stuff?
And
That's
Darth
just
Maul doesn't
weird.
even talk at all during the movie.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
so
really know
dumb.
who he is, yeah.
Do you think that guy just wasn't a good actor?
No, I think they didn't know how to use him.
Really?
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible.
You think
I
that
think
guy's
I think
been
George
anything
Lucas
else?
really just didn't know what he was doing.
But he knew what he was doing with the other ones.
Yeah, but nobody said no to him this time around.
Did people say no the first time?
Probably because he was just a young guy and he was, getting a lot of input.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a special place in my heart for the prequels. I know you don't, but
Burn them
That's
with
fine.
fire. Yeah.
Huh?
Burn them with fire.
Yeah.
But, you liked them when you were a kid.
Exactly.
When you were a kid. And
It's more of a nostalgia thing. Like if I watch them right now, I'd be like, man, these are trash.
probably. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was, I think 5. No, when did Phantom Menace come out?
2000. No, 99.
99. Well,
Yeah,
I watched
so
it. I
5.
watched it the year after when I was 4. And I was crying when Qui-Gon died.
Oh, of course. I'll cry right now when Qui-Gon dies just because Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah. And I was so sad that the main character had died. I didn't know how to deal with that. And he's a shitty character, but I didn't know how to deal with
All right. We don't need to do that.
it. Yeah.
Qui-Gon's a good
They
character.
wasted Liam Neeson.
He is a good character.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Obi-Wan Kenobi without Qui-Gon Jinn. Think about it.
Yeah, but
Obi-Wan is incredibly wise.
Obi-Wan sucked in that movie too.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
But Obi-Wan got better.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be the last thing that we talk about. How excited are you for the Obi-Wan series?
Pretty excited. It won't be for a while, right? It's
Yeah,
coming out in a few years.
I think 2021.
I would have liked it, but I think I would have liked it better as a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like
I'm kind of curious to see how The Mandalorian does first, because that'll tell us whether or not they're good at doing these series with like regular people, because they obviously did like the Clone Wars and like stuff like that. But I think this will be the telltale to whether or not we give them our chips to say, okay, I'm all in on Obi-Wan then.
is it going to have
Ewan
McGregor?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
why I'm
That's
excited
interesting.
for it.
Yeah, because that's a. I mean, he's the perfect age for it now. Too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look that old right now, but if he grows that beard out and like,
He's in his late 40s, which is. The
I think it's
perfect
supposed
age.
to be like set 10 years after
Okay.
the events
Yeah.
with
Which makes about sense.
episode 3.
2005 to 2020. I mean, 10, 15 years. Yeah.
I think it's just supposed to basically be like he's the last of the Jedi besides Yoda.
Yeah. And Yoda's doing his own.
Yeah, because Yoda's off on
He's off. He's off.
yeah,
with the
doing
swamp.
his own crap in a swamp.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I always thought that was dumb.
I mean,
I understand why, but because he was like on the run, but at the same time, that's really shitty.
yeah.
like
he
as
couldn't
like
help out with the rebellion.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so you're like one of the greatest Jedis to ever live in the existence of
Jedi. Yeah.
Jedi, like, and you're just gonna give up,
Yeah.
like
don't really
for
understand
like 20, 30 years longer,
Yeah.
and just chill and then die out on a swamp.
Well, he trained Luke.
I guess.
I guess the Force always had a plan.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm pretty excited for the Obi-Wan thing.
Me too.
I'll be more excited once I see what they do with the Mandalorian to see if it's actually good or not.
Yeah.
I don't know who is directing or producing any of that stuff. I'm curious to see what Disney does with this new Star Wars too.
Yeah. And they have more, like 2 more trilogies coming up too after this.
Wait, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but they're not going to be involved with any of the Skywalkers or anything.
They're going to be completely unrelated.
Man, that's going to be weird.
Really interesting. It's just like
that'll be the first
set apart.
Literally think about that. That would be the first time
a Star Wars movie
doesn't involve a Skywalker.
Or just at least someone related to that.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
Literally a Skywalker.
Yeah.
Like, because Leia was in them.
Yeah.
In all of them.
Yeah.
Except for the prequels.
Yeah.
And then Anakin was in those ones. It would be the first time in 40 plus years that we didn't have a Star Wars movie with a Skywalker.
Well, Solo. That's the Solo story.
Okay. I still haven't seen that because you told me it sucked.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So, all right. Final thing. Because this show is all about, is it worth it? Okay. Do you think, and we'll give a better review once we actually see the movie because it comes out this week, right?
Sure, yeah.
I think so.
It'll
when this podcast comes out, it would already be out, but spoiler, we do this in advance. Do you think it'll be worth it? Will you recommend it to somebody else based off of what you liked about the first one?
Probably. I think I'd probably recommend it. It's just, it's not based off. At the end, it's not going to be about the acting or whether the script is good. It's going to be, was I scared and was I entertained throughout the movie?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I don't think it'll be boring.
No, and I don't think it's really wrapped around, like how a lot of different movies are more wrapped around the script. Like this is just more of like a psychological thriller.
Right.
Like, hey, we're gonna get in your head and we're gonna scare the crap out of you and we're gonna make you feel weird about this. Yeah. See, Stephen King himself is really good at the actual writing aspect, obviously, and weaving together all these plots in his books. When it comes to the movies, people don't always want that. And I think that's what they've done with it so far. And what they've done with a lot of different Stephen King adaptations. Except for 11/23/72. 73.
62.
62.
63.
63. Whatever the date was that JFK got assassinated. That was a really good show.
Yeah.
But I gotta agree with you. I really think that I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this one's gonna be worth it. Just because if you are into psychological thrillers, if you like the first one, you might as well see the second one.
Sure.
You might be a little bit disappointed. I don't know. We'll give a better review of it once we've actually seen it. But if I had to go out on a limb, I'm going to say it's going to be worth it. Just because if you like the first one, you'll probably like the second one. If you like Stephen King, you're going to like it.
And if you like horror movies, you'll probably
like it. Yeah. You're never expecting something crazy incredible from a horror movie. You're just expecting to have a fun time watching it with your friends and like trying not to shit your pants in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Like that's the fun of it.
Yeah. And
then you get to talk about the parts that scared you after the fact with your friends in the car ride home.
That's the whole idea. Yeah.
So, all right. This is going to be it for Is It Worth It? Joe, you want to give your Twitter and your Instagram so people can DM you?
Yeah, check me out on Twitter at Joe Setyon, at JoeSetyon. I'm not on Instagram, so don't follow me there.
Oh, I
don't post on Instagram.
Here's the thing. He's on Instagram. He did a post for the first time the other day, and it was me eating a hot dog, a really sad hot dog, where it was a hot dog, a cold hot dog.
With a piece of cheese on it.
With a piece of American cheese cut in half.
The saddest cheese.
Real sad. Good hot dog. Real sad hot dog, though. Okay. And you can find me on Twitter at Ferg the First, Ferg_the_first, and on Instagram at Papa Ferguson, POPPAFERGUSON. We'll see you next time.
See you tomorrow.
Nerds.
Or next week. Or whenever you listen to this again.
Joe, shut up. Somebody DM me so we can get this man off the freaking show.
His DMs are open.
Nope. I have a fiance. Don't even try. See you next time.
Bye.